All right, man. Everybody that's going to be watching this live stream today, I go by the Black Horseman, and I want to talk about a topic today dealing with black terrorists that are claiming to be real niggas. That's what's actually going on nowadays. It's bad. It's hard enough being so-called black man or melanated man or colored man, however you want to refer to yourself, a Negro, nigga, whatever. It's tough enough, right? And this is how lost a lot of so-called black people are. They really think that they are separate or different from their oppressors. And I totally disagree. A lot of people, this is what I realized in this year 2019 as we getting ready to go into 2020, that, and shout out to everybody that has found this channel. I've talked about this on my other channel, but on my boxing channel, but a lot of people are finding this channel now. I used to have my original channel, Black Horse Promotions. It got hacked, so I had to resurrect this one. We got to start it all over, but it's all good. We represent the underground community, and we're gonna keep it lit. So we got the UGC boxing channel, and then Black Horse Promotions is resurrected, homie. And I'm about to go harder than I ever went, and I'm gonna push out this content like I've been doing. You know what I mean? But starting over. We starting over. But we got to really body this whole concept that just because you black and you hang around a bunch of other black people, that makes you real. That don't make you real. It really don't. And salute to everybody coming in the chat. My original underground community supporter, Samuel Shaw, what's good? No Name Rose, good morning. Good morning, beautiful. Grand Rising over there on the West Coast. Lisa Bells, what's happening? So, I wanted to address this because me being considered a black man, a color man, Negro man, whatever, this bothers me when I see people that look just like me, but we don't act alike because I don't discriminate. I don't look at someone and then limit who I can associate myself with based on how their hairstyle is or their color of their skin or how they dressed. And this is how you know what level somebody's on. Some people are controlled by what they see. Somebody might walk in the room and they might talk a certain way, put up a little have a little swag or whatever, like, oh, I like the person's swag, whoop-de-whoop. A lot of times they won't even look at their character, the character of that person, and the thing about it is you got a lot of individuals that they love to hide behind their blackness. They love to say that, yeah, we was oppressed for this many years and this, that, and the other, right? And what we got to come to terms with, black people, is that we got a lot of deep anger that we've been carrying around from previous generations that we still got to deal with because it's consuming a lot of us to the point where we can't even have a conversation with our own people without it escalating to where you want to actually get rid of them. Off-spoken words. We literally want to commit harm to each other, not because of a goddamn conversation. Really, it's because we got so much deep anger within us that we have not dealt with. And as a result, it has turned a lot of you black people into terrorists. And you think you justified because of what happened to Kunta Kinte some years ago, or MLK, or Rodney King, or whatever else. Somebody else's struggle, you want to use that as an excuse to terrorize somebody because somebody did it to your ancestors. So now you feel like you got to use the same approach and the same energy. But the thing about it is they're using it against their own. The same strategy that the oppressor uses If you don't do what I say, if you don't agree with me, I'm gonna attack you, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna be violent. We using the same shit, the same practices. Right, Lisa Bells, post-traumatic slave syndrome. That's exactly what it is. And a lot of them don't realize that. And that's why it's important with this UDC platform that we have open discussions. We can get used to having communication because as so-called black people, we don't know how to communicate. We got such a problem with just talking. Even in relationships, husband and wife or boyfriend, girlfriend, we got just a problem with just talking. Getting ourselves, our nerves and emotions under control to just not react and be violent. We love that shit. Just how to show everybody in the world how ignorant we can get. We built our reputation off that shit. Some people got drunk, intoxicated off the shit that, excuse me, my cussing. I cuss sometimes, man, when I get passionate, when I'm talking. So I apologize if I'm offending people by my cussing. And for the new subs and stuff, if you guys are offended by words, sometimes I say nigga, I cuss. And if y'all get offended by that, let me know. And I try to keep it clean. I try to clean it up on this channel if I need to. I don't want to offend nobody. I just want to get my point across. And I'm a passionate individual. So sometimes I'm going to use selective words to get it across. So even once catching the playback, I apologize if you offended. But I just want you to catch my point. Black people have what Lisa Bell said. We still suffering from post-traumatic slave syndrome. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is we can't keep blaming factors outside of ourselves. We're going to have to go within and figure out why we so goddamn mad and why we can't just have a damn conversation without wanting to pull out a strap and blast a nigga head or shank a dude or get a nigga jump and touched out here. We got to get to a point where why do we feel we have to resort to that when we have a disagreement? It's because we are still, we're not okay as a collective. And I don't want to just single this out to black people, but just people in general. If you're one of those individuals, man, that somebody can say something to you, you know, you're just having a conversation and you don't like the fact that someone is disagreeing with you. If you feel like you got a result to violence, you have a problem. As long as somebody is not threatening you or harming you, there should be no reason why you will want to harm one of your own people or anybody for that matter. I don't care what race or color somebody is. That's the thing about it. Like, I might have a disagreement with a person who's white. Does that mean I need to kill him because he's a white person or put hands on him because he's a white person and we having a disagreement? If I'm having a disagreement with a black person, white person, whoever person, I should be able to keep control to the point to where I'm not allowing myself to harm someone based off spoken words. Shout out to my brother Unbiased. So yeah, make sure for the ones that's new to this channel, you know, once again, it is still a new channel. I had to resurrect this channel. My first one got hacked, but we back. We definitely back. Underground community still pushing. So hopefully, you know, all my subscribers from my original Black Horse Promotions channel will find this one and we get back rocking. We will get back rocking, you know. Matter of fact, while I'm doing this, man, because I'm gonna take a little time. Y'all know I don't really do too many lives on this channel. Mostly go live on my boxing channel, but hey, I'll drop a link with this one too. I'll leave this one open because that's the thing about me. I want to be able to have a channel that's open. I don't care if somebody's from a different state or different country, different color. Let's have a conversation. I want to learn about the type of person, the type of culture that person, you know, is a part of. I want to be able to see if I could deal with communicating with a different type of person, somebody who may have a different accent, a different mentality, and see if I could still work on me keeping myself intact, keeping my intelligence at the forefront, and not letting my emotions to take over logic. We can't allow emotion to take over logic and common sense. That's how people end up with regret, making dumbass decisions because they vacate intellect and logic and they just dive, you know, in deep water with emotion, and they ready to react off everything that's said or everything that's done. And a lot of times they ain't even worth it. And it's because a lot of them don't realize that they still suffer from post-traumatic slave syndrome. And it ain't even got to be that deep as far as like slavery. It could just be something that happened to somebody maybe a week ago or something. Somebody could have ate your your leftover Taco Bell or something in the refrigerator, and you pissed off about it. You holding on to it for 2 weeks, and everybody you come in contact with got to deal with your nasty attitude because you mad that your damn bean burrito and taco smell got ate, and you don't know how to deal with your anger and get over it. Like, man, whatever, it's just food. It was only $1 or something anyway. I can get another one, you know. And that's another thing, man. We stay mad too long. We love to just hold on to shit, you know. Just love to hold on to shit. I get passionate, you know. My fire comes from flaming that fake shit. Or the fake stuff, for the ones that might be offended by me cussing. The fake stuff, you know. I go hard body against that fake stuff, man. I mean, too many people being ruled by lies. You know, I got a lot more topics, man. I'm gonna be dropping on this channel because I'm gonna be able to feed off both channels, piggyback off my boxing channel and this channel, because at the end of the day, even though I talk boxing talk over there, I still keep my third eye open and I keep my focus on how people are, just people in general. I'm very, very connected to people, you know, and that's another thing that a lot of our people have not gotten to. They cannot ascend beyond staying angry and controlled by the restrictions of color and condition and differences and stuff. People can't get beyond that to get to a point where it's like, you know what? Let me just accept all people, give everybody an opportunity, you know, not, you know, throw someone under the bus just because of their color and assume that they evil people. Because somebody could be black as me, darker than me, and they could be the most wicked person I ever met. I met so many wicked people, my complexion. But the thing about it is we so mentally messed up that a person can be the same color as you. They could be wicked as hell, but you will still associate yourself with them just because they meet the complexion for that connection. Yet it could be somebody else, a different complexion. They're treating you right. They're offering you more money or a better job or opportunity. And you might turn down your opportunity at making your life better because you bound by only the color code. I don't associate with you color code individuals like that. You know, I don't. And even the ones that, you know, the black people that might catch this video and disagree with me, I really don't care. Because a lot of y'all that disagree with me when I say that, you know, we should be open to all and give everybody a chance, whoop-de-whoop. Some of y'all is the ones that promote hate. Y'all promote violence. Y'all are part of the problem. You know, this separatism, you know, of our code or our side against your side and whoop-de-whoop, our color against your color. You know, it's war still. It's still war. But when is people gonna get to a point to where they can come to a platform where they can still use a war tactic? Like if you got war in you, cool. Because I got war in me as well. Don't get it twisted. But I'd rather use my war energy in a constructive way. Let's have a good debate. But let's have some rules and principles in place that, you know what? No matter what happens. Oh, my bad, my bad. Yeah, let me get some wrenches out. On bias. He says what happened to our wrenches, Black. Okay, let me switch over to the YouTube screen. Hopefully it don't kick me out because this thing be tripping sometime. But let me go to YouTube screen real quick and see if I can do that. If I get kicked out, I'll be back. Let me what's up, man. Salute to the whole underground community. If y'all new and y'all seen this time, join. Trust me, join now. Community like this one. Shout out to the eight watching, man. All right, wrenches, 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 wrenched up. I think that's everybody that I got so far. All right, let's see. Let me see if I'm kicked out. Oh, I'm not kicked out. All right. I thought StreamYard was gonna kick me out. All right, y'all can try now. Y'all should be highlighted now. It should be all blue in here like a crib neighborhood. So get with it. Get with it. Shout out to Unbiased for letting me know. Keep my homies keep me on point. Salmon Shaw says Unbiased about to talk. This is the other channel, not the UDC channel. Yeah, man, this is the other one. This is the other one, fam. You know, we're gonna get this one lit too. But we know we're gonna dive deep on this one. Because we can take away the boundary of boxing. You know, we talk boxing on the other one, but this one, we're gonna talk real life. We're gonna get deep. You know, we back to doing the getting into the deep stuff, man. Black Horse Promotion style. We about to get it in. But y'all should be wrenched up. Lisa, No Name Rose, Chin Smoke, Samuel Shaw, Unbiased, all y'all should be wrenched. You know, drenched with all blue. But hopefully y'all understand where I'm coming from with this, man. And this is a real issue. You know, it used to be where, you know, there was a certain complexion that were considered terrorists, but in this day and era, not saying that that same complexion of people are not terrorists, but we have become terrorists. Blacks have become terrorists, man. They've adopted the same strategic oppositional strategies that the oppressor used on our own people, though. That's what's so crazy. They'll act like the oppressor, but apply that same energy against their own. And they don't realize that they are some conquered Negroes. Conquered. Mind's eye. What up, fam? Hey, we back with it, man. We back with it. So, hey, mind's eye. Spread the word. Everybody that was rocking with me in the Black Horse Promotions channel, the original one, if you come across them on a different channel, let them know. We dropping links. We getting these conversations back cracking. We ain't holding back. We going hard body with this one, bro. Black Horse Promotions resurrected. So shout to Mind's Eye. We back, bro. Link will always be dropped for us to talk this real talk, man. But Mind's Eye too, you know, in the chat, you can let us know, man, on this topic, man. We got a lot of black terrorists, man. People that are suffering from post-traumatic slave syndrome, like Lisa Bell stated earlier in the chat. And every time there's a disagreement between our own, we ready to get each other up out of there. We don't use any more diplomatic approach. We love to use the most violent approach. I can't wait till I see you. I'm gonna do something to you because we have a difference in opinion. No doubt, Mind's Eye. Shout out to Mind's Eye who getting ready to spread the word. You welcome, Lisa Bells. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your support. So let it be known, we're gonna definitely get into some deep topics from here on out. You know, I started, you know, when I resurrected this channel, I started off slow. You know, I put a lot of work in that first channel, and like I said, it got hacked. All that work was taken away. But at the end of the day, man, when you pushing truth, you become a target. You become a target, and you got to be willing to take what comes, you know, and it just comes with the territory. What it do? Whoever that is got to unmute.
Man, respect, brother. How you doing?
Who this?
This mine's out, man.
What's happening, bro?
Oh man, saluting you, man. Missed you, my brother. How you
Man, I missed
been?
you too, bro. I missed the whole community, bro. We back though.
Word up, man. I
Hell
heard
yeah,
that,
bro.
man. That's something special, man. Salute.
Spread the word, man. We got to get back. You know, I had a lot of time to process everything that happened to me as far as with the first channel, but I'm past it, man. You know, I'm still deeply rooted and connected to my people, not just my people, but just people in general. You know what I mean?
Factory, man. I'm
And
with you.
that's the thing about it, my eyes. Like, and you can cook on that. It's like, when are we gonna get to the point to where we start accepting the good people and not just accepting the color of people?
Oh man, that's thorough. Cause how I feel about it is we all are the same. You know, we all breathe the same air, so it is a lot of confusion amongst the physical, appearance. So I,
Yeah,
I feel you on that, man. It's hard to separate so you could kind of learn how to take care of yourself. And with me saying that, that's like everybody outside of yourself. That's who you take care of. You know what I mean? And they will take care of you. So until we start doing that, we gonna have this opposite of what's taken care of, and it's a whole bunch of hating it. And what you was calling it, the that T word, you know what I mean? The terrorist or whatever, the tyrant type of person that's out here.
yeah. It's
I
an
feel you,
energy,
man.
right? And like, we got to stop because we've been programmed to think that um somebody who's an oppressor or the enemy or a terrorist is fits a certain color profile, and it don't, man. It don't. It's an energy, man. And like I said, Lisa Bell said it: post-traumatic slave syndrome. A lot of us are still infected. We carrying a lot of deep anger, man, from generations before us. And if we're not dealing with that anger, man, we're gonna end up harming ourselves. Harming people closest
Yep,
to us.
yep. It'll bottle up, like a Sprite bottle. You a butt.
Yeah, a shaking of some Sprite bottle, and as soon as that cap twist, it's a wrap.
Yep, it's totally like that, man. If you don't know how to vent, you know what I mean. It's like you can't invent.
Mm,
I feel you on that, man. We all going against each other. The thing is, like I'm glad you got this topic flowing because I totally feel like building with somebody on this topic. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So it's thorough because this beef it gotta stop amongst the man. It's really the man out here, really. You know what I mean? That's doing all this beefing. You know.
You know why, man? And I talked about it a little bit before you came on. We lack the ability to communicate, man, without getting all emotionally reactive. You know what I mean? We
Yes, sir.
have it, and this is why I like to do this is because, like, say for instance, like, I drop a link, you hit the link, we can have a discussion. If it's something you disagree with me on, you can tell me. Like, we got to learn how to disagree, learn to agree to disagree without trying to take somebody's life. Without always trying to show how thugged out and gangster we are. Like, we didn't got so caught up with trying to prove how tough and thug and gangster we are, just
Mm,
because somebody don't know how to intelligently have a conversation.
facts. But it's like we can get that lowest vibrational signal across to each other. Those curse words, that ninja please, all that kind of
Yeah, yeah,
noise. We can get that across. Like it's like we can't telephone, because that's what we are. And like when you call a motherfucker by their name, excuse my language, when you call
Yeah.
a man or woman, you call a man or woman by their name, and that's literally like, when we hit these numbers, it's like, the name is on the number. We just know the number today. But before the telephones that's in our pockets and all that, it's
Mm-hmm.
like we the telephones. And when I call your name, you would pick up the signal. Some people don't answer when you calling them right in their face, from the flesh mouth, the spirit or whatnot. But we can show pick up on these other signals where, like, it be people, like, motherfuckers be so nosy. Like, you be like, damn, that motherfucker ain't even talking to you, bro. I'm talking to you, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the signal is being missed. You know what I mean? I'm with you, bro. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, man. So it's a lot of heat we're gonna drop, in this new channel because I mean, just listening to you talk and just being on this live, like I be having a lot of stuff going through my mind, different discussions that I want to get to, and I don't even want to say a lot of this stuff now because I'll say that for a different live stream or a different video because that's just content. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
um, this is just definitely one that crossed my mind that I definitely wanted to fire up this live stream on because, man, black people becoming terrorists, man, and them we got to learn how to control our emotions and learn how to not be so violent towards each other. We still suffering from that, man. With everything that's been
that's
happening to our people, we want to take all this out on ourselves instead of finding a different approach than what our oppressors have used. So it's crazy.
that's so
Uh,
real, man.
Hey, in the chat, real quick, Iron Kong. I don't know, man. I dropped the link. Mine's I was able to hit it, and he jumped on just fine. So I don't know why it's not taking you to the StreamYard, man. Salmon Shaw says, yeah, people are quick to pick up on demonic signals. Yeah. Lisa Bell says, I remember back in the day, drug dealers were called terrorists because they terrorized their communities. Right. And you know what, Manzai, you can cook on this too, man. I think another thing, reason why a lot of our people have become terrorists is this one thing. We've been so deprived of power for so long, right? That when we do get a little bit of power back, just a little bit, we abuse the shit. We do. And we just want to hold on to that type of power with our life to where if it's opposed in any kind of way to where somebody might feel where we might feel powerless in any kind of way, then we ready to get violent and do something to somebody because we like our people are so it's like we have an issue with that. Like we still are angry that I think somewhere deep within us we so angry that we was deprived of the power that we used to have. So now when we get a little bit of it, we just don't know how to act, man.
That's real, man. Um, Look at this. What I just checked and noticed. Within myself yesterday. It ain't been 24 since I realized this, but the jealous, that word jealous, man.
Mm, talk on it.
That's that's like, just check it. It's like those that's
Wow.
jealous, haters.
Yeah.
They something like terrorists. They come in and they fuck up what you and your family is spiritually built. With your physical bodies, where y'all all on the same page and those on the outside looking in. Know what I mean? Whether they want to get themselves together or those that just want to hate, the Scrooges.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this word jealous, when you say it, man, you hear that jail us. It's
Yeah.
the jealous have you jailed, and jail is sticky. Jail is that prison.
Yeah.
So it's like that's who we addressing right now. That type of, know what I mean? And I hate to use that word, but yeah, the terror men. You know what I mean? Try to find a
Yeah.
different way to say it, but the ones who bring the terror, they knock down the buildings. They got the Sasquatch feet. They kicking over the homes and stamping on the homes. You know what I mean? This is the jealous we see.
Man, yeah. I mean, jealousy energy right there produces violence, man. Some people get so jealous of the success of somebody, you know. I mean, and it's crazy, man, that you brought that up because I mean, just being myself, man, getting on this YouTube platform, starting an underground community, pushing a true media movement, and people starting to, catch wave of it and get down with it. A lot of jealous people, man, that I've been seeing come across my path, and it's frustrating, but at the same time, I can't control somebody want to hate me for being me or for me pushing a movement that I want to push, and but never once am I going to respond or try to react or threat or wish harm or threaten somebody's life because they jealous of me. That's a you problem. If you jealous of me or if you jealous of somebody else, that's just a you problem. That means that there's something going on the inside of you that you need to get resolved, and you want to take whatever is going on the inside of you out on the person that you say you got something against, but it's really just you.
Boy, that's strong. That's strong right there. Because when you say, you know how you will hear that phrase point of view, the
Yeah,
point of views that people have, that's the points of view. You know what I mean? And when you sitting out like a sore thumb, don't people point at you? I ain't never said that in my life, but yeah, that's real. I feel you.
yep.
It's where everything
Uh,
you say, man. I couldn't have said it better.
I
But as
mean,
you said, I said it. You know what I mean? Just how it
right.
was supposed to be said.
Yeah,
Damn.
man, that's what happens when we building, man. We build off each other, we grow, learn off each other, man. Sarah Shaw says people think power is having money nowadays, but true power, I think, is having mental and spiritual freedom. I agree. Do you agree, Mazar?
Totally, man. That's the jewels that the men and the women teach. They drop these jewels, and I call it today. I call it spirit jewels.
Mm,
Spiritual. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And you can carry these riches by the abundance because it's where they weightless. You know what I mean? They weightless is the air you breathe on your spirit. So shout out to that.
yeah. I mean, we gotta definitely put more focus back on the uh the stuff that you don't see. Like we talk about, people spend too much time on things that you can see, but neglect spending the energy and time on things you can't see. Like just us focusing, bettering ourselves spiritually. That's the unseen realm. When we talk about jealousy, I mean, you can't see the shit, but somebody can act off the shit. You know what I mean? Uh, somebody, it's a something that's not seen. Like it could be a hate. You can't see hate, but you can see somebody act on it, express it. And we got to deal with that unseen realm, which is, if you got hate on the inside, you got to figure out why you such a hateful person. You know, and I talked about this a little bit before you came on too. Like we got to learn to just let certain things go. It could be like somebody could eat your leftovers, and you so mad about that, you carrying that anger for 3 days, going off on people off of some Taco Bell that somebody ate that you left over. Like, damn, nigga, get over it. We
Real
always we love to hang on to anger too long, bro.
facts, and that's like a plate that you didn't get to eat. You backed up with the bullshit of whoever ate that plate. You eating the grief on the side of that, like that's like you didn't digested all the negativity of this person when you could have just said, "Damn, I fed somebody," and moved on forward
Yeah,
with
yeah.
your. You know what I mean? That's deep, man. Cause like it's like they call it a grudge, and it's like a backup or a constipation. Like you gotta let that shit go. You can't
Right.
take your madness into you can't take your madness into tomorrow. How are we gonna get better if you wake up mad at this man? You know what I mean? Like they do the beefing thing, man. They perpetuate the low vibration, and when they meet up, they kill each other. But
Yeah.
we can't raise this vibration and meet up and thrive together.
Right.
That's what.
Right. Because that same energy could be destructive or constructive. You can create something with that energy, or you can destroy some shit with that energy. You can come together and make something happen positive, or
Yep.
come together and go to war, and it's just an all out, bloodbath or something. But man, that's
And ain't that look to add that like come together to tear each other apart? Ain't that crazy? The war, like y'all running into each other to obliterate each other. That's like the magnets that don't like when you got two magnets flip towards each other and they retracting instead
yeah,
of coming together. That's
yep,
the type of shit we do today.
yep. A lot of us don't. If a lot of us would just flip the switch on that same focus, just flip the mentality on that same energy, we can get some stuff done. Because it's really the same energy, but a lot of us usually hit the down switch to do something negative instead of hitting the up switch and taking that same energy and doing something powerful, man, and positive.
And that's
But
real.
salute to everybody that's tuning in the chat. Everybody that's gonna catch the playback. We got Mind's Eye on the platform with us. Hey, Mind's Eye, the next time I do a live stream and you come back on, you can add a little pic or whatever, as a profile, as your background. You know what I mean?
No
Add a
doubt.
picture as a background when you're on live if you want.
I feel you gotta step that avatar game back up. I feel
Yeah,
you.
get your avatar game back up, fam. We back with it. And then,
Don't
like I said, bro, if I appreciate you, just spread the word, man. Let them know it's an open platform. We drop links, whatever topic of conversation they feel like they can jump on and build with us. Hey, that's what it's for. We doing that over here, bro. We most definitely doing that over here. And I push this little banner on my other channel. Truth is the new hate. You know, same thing over here. Just the truth is it's becoming so hated. You could be telling the truth, and people think you are. Why you over here hating? It could be a celebrity or something. Somebody's favorite celebrity or something. You're like, you know what, man? She didn't even sell her record, her album flop. Why you hating? Why you hating on her? You always hating on her. Like, no, I'm just telling you the truth. Her album did flop. She didn't really sell as many records as her last one. It could be the truth, and you got some people that they are despise the truth now, man. They look at truth and they think you hating. So I just flip it, man. Truth is the new hate. So we got to be the best haters by telling the truth at all times. That's how I look at it.
real talk, man. That's true to the soul, man. Um, oh, hold on one second.
No doubt. And I talked about this on my other channel, you know, but it's just people love to throw this coon word around, man. People love to throw this coon word around, and I think people have different understandings of what that is, or have a different perception on what being a coon is. I don't know who created that word or whatever. What was the initial meaning when they first created that word? But I don't look at it a coon as somebody if somebody decides to have relations outside of their color or associate with people outside of their color, whatever the case. To me, I look at it as like, you know what? Anybody who is not anybody who vacates integrity for profit, you know what I mean? Because that's what a lot more people is doing. A lot of our people, they act like they real till somebody throws some money at them, and then they'll forget about their people, like whatever. You know, I did love my people till these niggas you know, drop these M's on me, and that's the sad thing about it. You know, these individuals that love to call people coons, them the same ones that'll stab their best friend in the back for that paper. So just because somebody only associates a black person only associates with black, you know, that don't mean that you real. That don't mean that you real, you know. Because like I
That's
said, a
fact.
lot of these same people will switch up if that bag was thrown at them. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, one thing I've learned about the tycoon. The tycoon. That's the typical. They say, oh, that stereotype brother that loves to be just that. Like this person is the reason these stereotypes is amongst us. That type of person. This is the tycoon. They thump their cigars and all of that kind of stuff, but that it's just short for the typical coon. and this is the person that abides by a system of bullshit and perpetuates it and feeds it to the younger. You know what I mean? It's like that damn drug dealer that'll let the baby drink the liquor bottle.
Yeah, that's horrible. We need to get this nigga off the planet, whoever that is. Yeah. Shout out to Iron Kong who just came in. Can you hear us, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got Iron Kong on the platform, y'all, representing St. Kitts,
Yo, yo,
the
yo, what's going
the
on?
islands, man. How you
What,
feeling?
why you got people trying to fight you through the computer screen, man?
Well, like I said before you came on, Iron Kong, and you know how what I've been dealing with, fam. But we know truth is the new hate, man.
Oh man.
When you start telling the truth out here, man, you're gonna get the most hate. So that's why I'm one of the most hated people, man, on YouTube because I tell too much truth, man, and I don't care about people's feelings. I can't. We can't allow emotion to prevent us from telling it like it really is. Do y'all agree?
I agree.
Totally,
And that's
totally,
where I'm
brother.
at with it, man. Like I'm not gonna put your feelings over the truth. I'm gonna put the truth first, and then I'm gonna let you deal with it after the truth is out there. If somebody telling me the truth, I can't allow my emotions to get in the way if it's the real shit. But what people do, they like, fuck, I don't like the way this feel, even though I know there's some real shit. So I can't wait till I see you on site.
Black, and shout outs to Mind's Eye. Sorry about that. My bad. Um,
Salute, salute.
what you were saying about not having emotions when it comes to information, right? I
Mm-hmm.
do historical lectures and debates in my spare time, and you run into the same issues because people want you to tailor the information to suit their emotional level, right? And my thing is, it's either true or it's not true. And we have a problem in the historic community where people really like how that person reacted, in that way. You have people who react the same way when certain information is presented to them, and they don't like that. So
Mm-hmm.
here on the island, we have an issue where sometimes I'm asked to do a tour somewhere, and I have to give certain information to people who might not be, let's say, of our complexion or of our background, and some of the information might be uncomfortable to them. And I always tell them, it's either true, as I said, true or it's not true. If your feeling gets hurt, that's not my problem. What you have to do is prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, and I'll change the things I say. I'll change my delivery or whatever, whatever. What I heard
Yeah,
on that live stream was some of the worst shit I've heard in a while. And the only times I've heard that comes from people who holds the ideology in terms of boxing or whatever of, as the people you call the other side people.
Mm-hmm.
People, for some reason, have serious emotional issues.
Mm-hmm.
Serious emotional issues. I mean, they're
Right.
sensitive. They want to fight, but it's usually somebody, some little dude, sitting on a couch. They want to fight. It's just ridiculous. And I don't understand why that particular part of the YouTube boxing community has these emotional issues, because most of these people are almost 50 years old.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They,
I mean, but the mere fact you just said that, somebody who is 50 years old, a lot of them are stuck in their ways, right? And they've been practicing the same ideology for I don't know how many years. And you got somebody might cross their path and they 50-year-old ass and might not want to be unplugged. You imagine a nigga might be 15, 20 years younger than them and say some shit that really should unplug them out the system, but they like, man, who the hell is this nigga? They automatically, oppose that shit.
hey, that's so deep. Cause hey, let me tell you just real fast how I'm looking at it or how I feel about it. Or
You kind
chakra
of got some
system.
noise. You breaking in and out a little bit.
Am I breaking up now?
Okay, you good. Go ahead, fam.
The chakra system, you know about it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
They say it's like a system of knots that align your spine,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like they all different colors of the rainbow, and it's like you can push these are the buttons that all of these emotions are, you know, dwelling within these different emotions. And this where, like, say you come across that 50-year old and
Mm-hmm.
you can hit the secret code, say it's head, chest, pelvis, you know, heart, you know what I mean?
Right,
Say that'll be the code, the spiritual buttons that you can hit that'll unlock them or unplug them, like you just said. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Because we can show push these buttons. We know we professional at pushing people's chakra buttons when we pissing them off or fucking with them. You
Well,
know,
it's crazy that you brought that up because, like how Iron Kong was talking about how, it's just crazy because a lot of these guys, despite their age, you know, the way that they're acting is, and you brought up the chakra system, like, somebody like an Iron Kong or yourself might have, ascended up those chakra systems to where you've already unlocked different parts within yourself where you're now open and more expressive, more vibrant individual than somebody who may not have unlocked two chakras or something. They've been so stuck and locked down on that same chakra system or same emotion, dealing with the same anger, the same jealousy, or whatever the case, which would be on the lower, you know what I mean? And
yeah,
somebody like an Iron Kong or yourself, mind's eye, might be vibrating on a higher chakra near the heart or above, and you come across their path and you speaking some real stuff, and you confident, and and it's penetrating them to the
yeah.
point where it's like you're gonna have to open up or run out. Open up all the way to this real stuff that this person expressing to you, or
You so boy, you so right, man. And like you said about me and Cone, same goes for you. You open up people, and you know what I mean. Like
mm-hmm,
you operating up there in them chakras, whether you know it or not. You know what I mean. And it's like where you said you gonna either have to open up and take heed to that word that man or
mm-hmm,
that woman speaking, or you gonna have to run and think about that word. Are you in? Run is a question. You know what I
oh
mean? And,
yeah,
and you can say, nah, I'm running, but it's like that conveyor belt where the same problem you're gonna run into that. You know what I
mm-hmm,
mean? Because you have to face things that make sense in this world. We can't keep on letting this fantasy. Just because this is a dream world, don't mean we gotta be literally living this dream blind and be controlled like puppets.
right, right. But
So I see you
and
there,
then
bro.
I think it's just some people that have become so convenient with accepting a lie, because a lot of people have been living a lie. Matter of fact, a lot of people practice lies. Matter of fact, it's so much money to be made by practicing lies or living a lie. You look around, man. Some of the people that live a lie is some of the most profitable people in the world, man. So, I mean, people like us that come across, man, they're intimidated by us because just like, we willing to sacrifice everything to get the real shit out.
But Black,
Yeah.
Thorough, man. That's
you know,
thorough.
this I probably said it a lot already, but this Joshua win, like I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
the internet, and my guy was talking about chakras, right? Now I've heard about it, I haven't really been involved in it, but if there's a jealousy and envy chakra, Anthony Joshua punched jealousy and envy chakra in a lot of people, bro. Let me tell you
Right.
Oh,
something.
it totally is, Cone.
Hey,
It's,
hey,
it's
hey, mind's eye. Let me brief you because this guy AJ, you probably I don't know if you watch boxing like that, but the dude lost, right? And dudes, people in America were so happy because this guy in the UK and they didn't want him to win, so he lost. And then, but all these people were jealous of him and they wanted him to lose in the rematch. He won the rematch, and now they are so pissed off, man. I mean, like Iron
harder.
Kong was saying, man, it's like AJ just totally like if they would sleep in a jealous house, like he freaking cut down a tree and the tree just fell on the damn jealous house, and these niggas mad as hell. They woke up out they sleep, pissed off. it's a bad situation for a lot of people. So like, yeah, that jealousy thing, boy. Woo.
I'm talking about. I'm like, because I mean, I go through the internet, so I'm going to like Mayweather gym and all these places, and even Joshua responded to Wilder saying, you know, some people don't have a good bone in their body to say something nice about someone, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think mine's, I said it, like the whole people have serious emotional blockages. Like you were talking
Yeah.
about Robert Garcia. Now, before Joshua fought Ruiz, Robert Garcia was extremely complimentary of Anthony Joshua, right?
Mm-hmm.
Extremely complimentary. Joshua
Right.
wins the rematch. And as you were saying, like every time he wanted to say something nice about Josh, it was like it was paining him, like it was hurting him to say that. You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
he had to like he was dragging a compliment out of himself because he couldn't,
Right.
because he has a blockage somewhere. He's so pissed off.
Right.
And all these people were like kissing this dude's ass before he lost. And you could see when he lost how happy I mean, super happy. Now he
Yeah,
won
man.
again. It's like something inside of them. So mind's eye is so correct. This whole chakra thing, these people have blockages. These
Yeah.
people, these YouTubers who come on, especially that individual, you know, give any publicity, that individual
Hell no. Right.
came on and he was getting absolutely torn up with facts,
Right.
like some like he couldn't deal with that, so he had to go straight to the lowest chakra, the animal. He had to go to
Yeah.
the beast state, right?
Hmm.
To go to that. And you're right, for some reason our people, we're always quick to go to the beast state, the animal state, when it comes to each other,
Right, fam.
right? So
Right.
I was so disappointed that man disrespected you and I'm biased and all, because to me, I started listening to y'all because y'all just let the conversation flow. I never heard y'all no bullshit. I respect that. Sometimes y'all say things I don't agree with, but I mean that's life. But
Right.
I'm not gonna go to no beast.
Just like we didn't. Just like I didn't agree with you when you thought Ruiz was gonna win. It is what it is. Life.
It is what it is, and I'm not gonna take that video down. I said it,
Right.
it stays up because it's. I mean,
It's integrity. Yeah.
that day, but I said I already made the pick, and that's it. I'm not changing nothing. That's what it is. The weird shit is who I thought was gonna win, who I wanted to win was a different story. You mean? But anyway, man, look, don't let these people frustrate you. Don't let these people intimidate y'all from talking what y'all want to talk. You know what I'm saying? Just keep doing what y'all doing. Y'all making waves in this small community. Because let's not get to this. This is a small community, and these people are just, I mean, wow.
Right. Hey, mine's eye, man. Yeah, we got huge communities, man. Big mad at us, and we a small community, bro. But it's just
Salute.
like that thing, man. I did a video called "Old Wave Mad at the New Wave" on my other channel, and for some reason, man, you got the old heads or the old energy that is conflicting with the new energy coming in. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it is, man. Like, when change is
Yep.
coming in, there's always gonna be a struggle. The old is always gonna conflict with it and oppose it, and that's just what's happening, man. You got a new wave coming in, um,
That's real.
and Iron Cone, I wanted to kind of comment on what you was saying in regards to a lot of these individuals that's just been reacting to this kind of stuff, man. It's just you said a lot of things that was profound. I'm gonna comment in a minute, but go ahead, Mind's Eye, because I know you wanted to comment.
I was I was gonna address that low red chakra. It's the lowered one, and that's low red. It's tied to the traffic lights. You
Yep.
know, a lot of people meet each other at that traffic light, and they say
You kind of
these.
in and out. I don't know if you in a busy area, but you said something about
Can you hear
people
me
meet
now?
up at the traffic light.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
traffic light, man. That red light is
Yep.
kind of deadly, but that's that red chakra. It's that animal instinct type of vibration. It's that slap your face vibration, or that paranoia. You know what I mean? The
Fear,
unsettled.
anger,
Mm,
jealousy, yep.
yeah,
Rage.
yeah. That's that vibration that'll make somebody burn that bullet and shoot you in your heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that is very real. And we got to learn how to, get to that green light so we can all go. Because this is a race, man. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like imagine everybody being like them NASCARs. All them different logos. These are the
Mm-hmm.
tattoos across our backs and arms. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those that left and right arm is your two pistols. They really are the guns. We always kissing the biceps and triceps and all.
Yeah.
It's where we got to know how to move these cars, man. We in
Yeah.
traffic right now. You know what I mean?
These vehicles, man, we got to take care of, man, and we got to get to a point where we not just resulting to that lower chakra every time there's a disagreement, man. Every time that we can't see eye to eye on certain things, and
Yeah.
people got to find a way to unlock the mother chakras and ascend to where they're
Mm-hmm.
more they're using their heart chakra where they're more compassionate, they're more open, because that's the thing about it. A lot of people still closed off. And when you was talking, Iron Cone, like you was talking about, like in that debate, you was just getting slaughtered with facts, with facts, with facts. And the best thing to do was just like, y'all right, y'all right. Shout out to y'all, whoopie whoop. Like, there's a time where somebody gonna come through, they gonna hit you with some facts. And if you're a real one, if you higher right vibrating on them higher chakras, you be like, what, that's real. That actually is true. There's some people that can say, what, that's real, that's true. Then there's other people, even when they know it's true, they're so ruled by that lower chakra, which is also rules competition, right? Competitiveness. They have to oppose it. Like, what? Yeah, 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 but, yeah, I know, but still, well, it's like they gotta find a way to oppose it. They can't just accept, what, this person, you got me there, and that's the truth. That's real. Like, it's some people, they just feel like they gotta have a comeback or get back instead of just accepting the reality or the fact of the truth. And if someone gets I won't say exposed, or someone facts if the facts get revealed and that person gets and somebody might get embarrassed by it because they may have been speaking something so passionately, and somebody might come with a very, very calm demeanor, hit them with the facts, and they don't like the shit. They don't like shit because they didn't put they was banking on their point being accepted so bad that when somebody hit them with the facts, lower chakra, operation lower chakra, let's get it. That's what they
Woo.
do.
So you're right. It's like you could. I think I be mixing them up, man. I be feeling all kind of feelings. You know what I
Mm,
mean? And I think it lets a chemical go because I love to teach. You know what I mean? I like how it make me feel, and it just flow. You know what I mean? It don't be a thing that's false about it. I ain't saying it if it don't make sense. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So it's like that
Shout out to
word.
Samuel Shaw in the chat says a lot of people have a problem with being embarrassed or having to eat crow and don't know how to properly express themselves. What it
Yeah,
boils down to is that their feelings are really hurt. Right, right, bro.
yeah.
Like, and
It
that's the
must,
thing about it.
Exactly right.
If you won't get embarrassed if you wasn't pushing a lie. Some people be living a lie or push out a fake narrative or something like that. Then somebody will hit them with the truth. Then you want to get mad because they freaking lie got exposed right in front of their face. They lie blew up in front of their face. Whereas
But black,
if you living right, if you living by truth, you're not worried about nobody what I'm saying, exposing you or a lie blowing up in your face. You ain't got to worry about that if you're keeping it real. But people know that they ain't keeping it real. They'll push a lie, and then when somebody prove that they is pushing the lie, now they want to get violent.
but
Now they
black,
want to be Operation Low Chakra. Let's get it.
black,
Yeah.
Operation Low Shocker. That's a good one.
but black. Y'all were talking about boxing, though. Talking about no nothing like with no personal shit. It's just
Nah,
boxing
never.
sports. How do you go from talking sports to that?
It It's just like Sam said, his feelings was hurt.
Over boxing talk?
Yeah, I mean, it's just over conversation. Just anything. Anything can hurt somebody's feelings that if they
What?
vibrating on a lower chakra like that. They don't want to be proven wrong. They don't want to be embarrassed, especially when you're on a live stream and you get, you know, you get your ass bodied in front of all them people and you was banking on being right, you know. It means usually debates is all about getting down to the facts. Not, I mean, somebody gonna be right, somebody gonna be wrong, but ultimately it should be about what the truth is. And when the truth come out, now you want to act all moist.
Man, I'll be damned if I have to go to that level for some goddamn boxing talk.
Nah, bro. These is not real individuals that talk like that, bro. These is fake individuals, man. These is people that's really the sellouts, really the coons. Um, these are the same people that act like they religious or act like they love their people until there's a disagreement or something like that, and then they ready to kill them. You know, so the fake individuals, man. That's why I don't get caught up in this color crap like that. Yeah, I got some people that's my complexion that's good people, and then some of them is not good people at all, and then
Hey,
they'll just
yo,
expose themselves.
I'm gonna hit the road for a second. I'll hit y'all back.
I'm
All
with
right,
you.
fam. Yeah, I ain't gonna even be long, but I definitely wanted to fire this one off because we gotta put you black terrorists on blast, man, and let y'all know that y'all dealing with some deep anger. Y'all probably got some ancestral anger that y'all still carrying around, or just some 2 week anger that you carrying around. Let that bologna sandwich go, man. It already got ate. You know, you should have ate it right away instead of leaving it in the refrigerator. If it got ate and you still mad about it, you know, you got an issue. Get over that bologna sandwich and stop, terrorizing people with your anger.
Facts. It's real.
Bologna
That's
sandwich anger chronicles and shit.
that's up. They where you said Operation Low Chakra, man. Yeah, that's been in play for a long time. You know, like
I mean,
inside of that chakra, it can be a whole bunch of this mess that's going on. You know, um,
yeah, bro.
casting it. You
I
know,
mean, because you got to understand it, man. Like when you looking at it, if we looking at it for like a level, right? If the lower chakra is the first level, and you got to go up to, unlock other achievements or other gifts, other power and abilities to not get knocked back down to one. It's easy to just stay at one. You know what, bro? I think that society and the world has made the lower chakra so cool, right? Make it look so cool that everybody trying to party at the first chakra.
mm,
And fourth chakra ain't too many niggas hanging out. Fifth, ain't nobody too many niggas, really ain't too many niggas hanging out. And above that, everybody want to hang out and party at the one,
yeah,
but don't want to go up the
they
next
don't
level on
want
the
to.
elevator.
Yep, that's the elevation.
Right.
You know,
Yes, sir. Niggas don't want to get on that elevation mode. They want to stay rock bottom.
yeah, down there dwelling in hell. Like, know what I
Right.
mean?
And that's
That's
why the chakra's red.
yeah, burn. You know what I mean? No, it's like I was tripping on it not too long ago where like I know that the heart the heart chakra it translates as earth, and I know I take this whole place in, you know, all the time I've been here and everywhere I've been, I take it in through these eyes, and I
Mm-hmm.
know it exists on a smaller level inside of my heart. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's, you know, this place is what it is, but it's big and it's infinite as it is. It's where it's that small inside of my heart that's experiencing this place. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's where I'm thinking of, like, if that's the heart chakra, then every other one that's just like the heart chakra, which is a green color, like your crown chakra is earth too. You know what I mean? But it's imagine imagine it being this place where everything that gets done is necessary and people really do, you know, think for themselves. You know, things may be a little different on the elemental standpoint, you know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean, with the levels of, you know what I mean, material that may exist inside these chakras. You know what I mean? Where
Yeah.
people elevate and they go other places, you know, this spiritual energy or what whatnot that we are.
Yeah,
Just thinking about it like that, like this place is something to, experience or be one
yeah.
with.
Right, man. And you know what? It ain't so much that the planet is the issue, it's just really the people in it. Because it's really
Yep.
a beautiful planet, man. But when you gotta where it's been inhabited by a bunch of messed up people, man, shit, it becomes desolate, man. It becomes like a waste,
Yeah.
you know.
It's like a spoiled egg, man. That's what it is, or it's corrupted. It's where it's so much backup, so much stagnation,
Yeah,
and
bro.
you know what I mean. Inside of ours right now, it's too much
And you know
sick.
what? And I truly believe, man, collectively, like the condition of the planet is a reflection of the condition of the people, man. You
Yeah.
know, and because people refuse to change and ascend to, like I say, a higher chakra, that's why the
Mm.
planet is suffering the way it is, man. You
I
know,
mean, it
if
is. Yeah.
everybody collectively made a conscious effort to ascend and go to a higher level, man, the planet would be great, man.
Yeah.
It'll be a better life here. I feel.
You totally right. On all aspects, like we all got to get on the same page as far as it's real simple too. Just treat people how you know what I mean, how you
Yeah,
want to be treated.
I mean, because
Period.
people gotta accept, it's just rules. It's rules to life, man. It's rules of engagement, man. When you're dealing with people, and people gotta understand that you just gotta respect, man. People just want to have respect and give people opportunity to express themselves. I mean, and that's one thing a lot of people won't do. They won't give people the opportunity to express themselves and be heard.
Yeah.
Most people get shut down and cut off quick. To where they can't even actually express themselves, and they feel deprived of being able to be who
Mm.
they want to be and be free speech and all this stuff. So
Yeah.
that's why it's just different over here, man. Like we got to be, everyone got to get to a point where it's like, you know what, we all different, but we can all come together and learn from each other so that we can all uh, collectively grow to a whole nother level together. You know what I mean? That makes sense.
Yeah. Yep. You gotta tell, like, man, if it's a problem, like, man, say something. It's where the people ain't saying, like they'll know it's a problem right in your face. They won't tell you what's wrong. You know what I mean, or what they think about you or whatever. They won't help you change. Instead, they'll probably go around the corner and laugh about it with their friends instead of helping you get better where they see you messing up. You know what I'm saying? They'll go around the corner and gossip.
Right.
You know
And you
what I
know what,
mean?
man, I want to say this too. Sorry to cut you off, but I want to say this
You
too,
good.
before we close out, that the result of, because I mean, salute to you, you brought up the chakras, man. I think the result of somebody staying on a lower chakra like that is a person is really only thinking about themselves. That first chakra is really all about yourself. Uh, what do I want? And not really thinking about somebody else success or somebody else happiness or what somebody else got to say, how somebody else feel, how somebody else think. You ain't gonna be able to uh tap into that or relate to somebody like that on that first chakra, man. You're gonna have to unlock them other ones to get to a
Mm.
higher platform to where actually you can see people for the place that they're at, where they're at. Like on this particular planet, one thing a lot of people got in common, we all
Mm.
gotta survive, man. That
How?
alone should be compassion for any individual that you cross path with. Like, you know what? Everybody's different. They think differently, but one thing we all can relate to, shit, we all got to struggle. We all facing struggle. Everybody gotta eat. Everybody gotta, somebody might need transportation. They need to get from point A to point B. A
See?
lot of things that we can relate to. But there's
Yeah.
other people that are only focused on their success, what they want, how they think, how they feel, and can give two shits what you say, how you think, how you feel. And
Mm.
that's the biggest problem to me.
Yeah. And that's thorough because like even if everybody do get on that page where that person's being selfish, like you get your shit together. You know what I mean? But it's
Mm-hmm.
where don't get stuck in no I'm independent zone. You know what I mean? It's like that's where everybody had a mind straight, but we'll be all going to work. You know what I mean? Talking about we taking care of self, like that's where it'll be like who's paying us now. Like it ain't no ain't nobody slacking, but everybody's just selfish. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And
Yeah.
ain't nobody like it's all kind of cold shoulders and things like that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's like who feeding y'all the money where y'all all so self-reliant. You know what I mean? You got to realize the people paying you, you know what I mean? That's the ones helping you. You know what I mean? So you're not as independent as you think you are. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
You got a safe full of money. Like everybody got their home secured up, and we just selfish like some. You know what I mean? Imagine that type of world. You feel me? We gotta come together and be, you know what I mean, willing to help each
Yeah.
other. It's where when I talk to you, I do help myself. You know what I'm saying? Period. It's where we do gotta make the world love us. Cause we can show make it hate us, seems.
Yeah.
Or they love
One
to
two
hate. You know what I mean?
one
So
two kid. What's
I
happening?
What's going on, man? How y'all doing today? I see.
respect one
Good,
too.
man. You
I
know, we
see.
we, we got to start kicking off the I got to get my Black Horse promotion stuff back cracking, man, because we got to dive deep on some real life issues over here, man. You know, we talk boxing on the UDC Boxer channel, but over here, we just gonna get deep on life, man. This has been a pretty deep one. We talking about black terrorists claiming to be real niggas and all that stuff. And Mind's Eye came on and really hit us with the chakras. I don't know if you know about that. Some people operate on low chakras,
Oh,
some operate on higher. The higher you are, the more vibrant, more understanding and
Your
loving you are.
backbone, right?
Well, yeah, they're like spiritual energy centers with aligned with the spine or something like that, the
Yeah.
body.
yep.
Yep.
So we was just kind of talking about how like the ones operating on the lower ones is the ones that's super selfish and more
Mean.
aggressive and not willing
Yeah.
to be
And
relate to people.
the higher you get up, black, the smaller the crowd gets.
Yeah.
You
Hey,
know?
before you came on, one two kid, I was telling Mind's Eye, it's kind of like it's so many people hanging out at the first chakra that it ain't hardly nobody at the hotel for the heart hotel, the heart chakra hotel, or the ones higher than
That's
that. Like
tough.
damn, like you said, it's lonely at the top.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
unfortunately, they're told to be there and they listening.
Right, but
yeah.
you
That's
know
why they
what?
can't get to number two. Once they stop listening to that and know that they have knowledge of self, they can move up.
They looking at it
Mm-hmm.
like, well, damn, everybody else partying at the low chakra. Why I want to go to four and there's only like eight niggas over there? Why I'm gonna go to the
Hmm.
fifth, four, the heart chakra for? Why
Uh,
the
Mm.
party is at number one, and the whole society, man, was like right now is built off that low chakra, bro.
Yeah,
Competitive, you know, uh,
yeah.
get
they're being
over on
told to
you.
be.
It's all about selfishness,
Primal.
aggressive. You
That's
know,
all they promote, man.
that's
That's
it,
all
Yeah,
bro.
everybody. That's what all you're gonna see on your television and in your commercials is just that low totem pole. And if you ain't got knowledge yourself, and the higher you go up, the more blinds you open. And
yeah,
sometimes
Mm,
people don't want to see it. They got that horse vision. They like it, man. Ignorance is bliss. That's where they need to be. Maybe they can't handle it
right.
emotionally.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Cause
saying?
that's so real. Cause you don't want no ratchet mind in a place where this is order in here is natural elegance in here. You know what I mean? And
Mm,
you can't come in with your boot and your toe hanging out. Like we know
Right.
better, you know better, and your parents know better. You know what I mean? It's
mm,
where those that ain't supposed to be there ain't gonna be. So those chilling in that crown chakra, it's couples at the bar, they having a conversation. It's a lot of space up there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
mm.
Everybody can handle their drinks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of
At the
elbow room.
yeah, the music ain't too loud. Everything is,
Right. Got a
man.
fucking classical motherfucker at the piano and shit, live band and shit.
I mean, it's snapping fingers. Bam, the track changing. You hear me?
Yeah, it's kind of like hitting a small city with a lot of nice things where you got elbow room, but there's so much to do.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then you go to the lower chakra, everybody stepping on each other's toes, club
Hmm.
packed out. You
But you
got the
know the thing
loudest,
is,
most ignorant shit playing.
but the thing is though, Black is they don't know no better, and unfortunately, myself, I've been in that position. So where I got out of a certain situation, and when I got out of that situation, I was like, this is boring. But after
Mm.
a little while of being there, I'm like, man, I ain't never going back there. I'm gonna be visiting. But you know what
Right,
I'm saying?
right.
That's
It's like,
right.
man, I ain't trying to be up in here, man. I'm grown, man. Like it don't
You
make no sense.
and
Maybe,
you know what's crazy
Mm.
one two kid like some people I know some people probably have been told this and I don't think it's a good thing. Some people have been told like, man, you ain't changed since high school. You the same way. That ain't good, fam. And can't
well,
nobody
nah,
ever come up to me and say that, bro. Like, boy, you
that
the same since
depends
high
though.
school.
That depends
Right.
though, because sometimes you know, sometimes
Unless
Mm.
you
grow,
already came
your
in on the high
character
chakra
grows.
through school and shit.
Sometimes your character grows though. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? And
Yeah.
and um and sometimes you don't lose your way and you lose yourself. So it can mean something different. You know what I mean? That depends on how you taking it. But if they like, yo, man, you driving the same shit, you walking the same way, you still
Right.
got the same job, then yeah, that's not good.
That. Look, you change lanes. You feel me?
Mm,
Hmm.
You change lanes in this life and say like, your partner, he or she, you ain't saw this person in a while. And it's like, damn, you still in that same lane.
oh yeah,
Yep.
like you in that same state of mind.
Like, like you still rolling that old ass, lame ass, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
Right.
like people, yep, they be like, get with the times, man. Like, and that's
You know,
where
there's even I even heard this before too. I don't know if it was Bobby Hemmett or somebody I watched back in the day, but he was saying that you can even ascend to a level. You can be so um changed and different from how you used to be to where you can run into the same people that you used to know when you were at a low place, and they may not even recognize you when they see you again because you didn't raise to a whole nother level. They might have to
yeah,
look at you like 4 or 5 times, like, oh, that is him. Like,
yeah,
mm,
whereas some people they may not, they may recognize you right off the back, but there's other people you got to tell them like, no, I remember we went to school. Like, I remember you. They be like, well, I don't really
yeah,
remember you like that. You know what I mean? So
right,
yeah.
sometimes some people can change so much and go to a whole nother level. They think you a whole new person, like a whole different individual.
Right, but that's the
right,
that's the decision that that's the fork in the road that they need to make at
mm,
that moment. How what they take from that is all on them, and that will tell you their character right off the bat.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? They're gonna tell you everything just in that small conversation. You know, even if they ain't telling you nothing, they're gonna be showing you everything. That's
facts,
just
mm.
my take on it.
Hey, and
facts,
it's
bro.
thorough. It's thorough when those who change for the better, like you see them, and it inspire you to change your shit if you know what I mean, feel like you down, like and you ready to make change in your life, and you see somebody who
Yeah,
that's worse off than you, and they bet, oh, you gonna want to catch up. You know what I
right.
mean?
You gotta
It's
want to
like,
grow,
yeah, man. If you
and
if you insist on,
and you gotta
huh,
let that lower tier, I mean that lower tier, go in order to
yeah,
do so. And some
if
people are just comfortable there. And it
they,
sucks because it's kind of like wasted talent. Because some of
it
these
is.
people could make some serious moves, but they just choose not to because they feel that this is where they're supposed to be, and that's
Mm,
because they don't have enough self love for themselves to move forward.
yeah.
Facts, bro.
And
That's
look,
true.
imagine
You
them
do need self love to move forward, man.
Yeah,
factory.
don't get that confused, y'all. I ain't say be in love with yourself. I said self love,
Yeah,
because
well,
there's a difference, y'all.
or or
Go
look,
go ahead, go
God,
ahead and break that down, one two kid.
Yeah, because you can have an
yeah,
arrogant motherfucker that never grows. It just is literally in love with their self. And it's just completely, it's a completely different thing. You know what I mean? It's a completely different thing. So you
Yeah.
don't want to
That,
be arrogant in the way you are, but you love yourself and knowing what gifts you do have, and know the hard work that you've been through, and let that shine through your personality, your very aura of who you are in that moment in your
that,
life, what you overcame, and it'll show. It'll show in your character, because certain things
yeah.
can't be denied. You see it and you know what it is. You don't have to explain it. You don't gotta say, "I look what I got." People gonna know it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It
That's
speaks
right.
for itself, and that's an internal thing that you can't buy, that you can't go to the store. You can't, you know what I'm saying? It
Hmm.
just it is what it is. Sincerity goes a long way. And sometimes you can be sincere and people will say, "Oh man, that's like you can't say that because that's showing weakness." It's like, man, yeah, look, man, you know, you can't show your cards because I've been told that, like, yeah, but you need a better poker face. I said, you the only one playing.
Mm.
Mm.
I ain't playing. If I got all aces, the fuck does it matter? You know what I'm saying? What we playing for? I got things to move on. I'm not playing this game, and you can't fall into the game that's being played in front of you. Like
Mm.
sometimes people will play their own game, but know that when you playing that game with them, you don't have to follow those rules. Because as soon as you
Right.
get into their game, that's their rule. When you
Yes,
play
sir.
by your own rules, they're gonna slowly push you away without looking like they pushing you away. Trust me.
Mm.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, hey, that's thorough because like what I take from it is as far as hold on one second.
All right. That's real talk though, one two kid. Powerful stuff, man. See, that's why I mean I like this platform because outside of boxing, you can really, really see what somebody got within them. You know what I mean? Because like when I had my original Black Horse Promotions channel, we was going into topics like this, bro, and I was learning a lot from my subs, like get into deep conversations. You know, like you dropping
Respect,
gems, bro.
Well, that's what
respect,
happens.
man.
That's also what happens in my channel. It starts off as boxing, but sometimes it just be I gotta pull out.
Now
I
you
got
see why I had to
like,
create two channels, fam. I can't
yeah.
have, bro, because I talk
I always
passionate
gotta,
boxing stuff, but the other stuff I'm passionate about too. That got to
because
be two
I
different
know Black.
lanes.
I've been on either Blacks or he's been on mine where I'm like, yeah, man, all right, man, y'all talk about something else. I'm taking
Hey,
this
look,
someplace else and
hey,
shit.
hey, look at this. Like just addressing the thing where you shouldn't be in love with yourself. You know what I mean? It's where you should always watch yourself. Observe. You know what I'm saying? What you doing? Know where you placed. You know what I mean in this game. Like you just said, if you get subject to somebody else's rules inside that game, you can remove yourself if you got
Exactly.
enough heart to, no matter what it is.
Hmm.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
And you
And
know, I
that's
So
want to
it's
say
like
this, man. I want to
go
say
ahead.
this real quick. I think that
going.
the mistakes that's made, or what could actually change, um, in the world is if people start approaching life with purpose, man. It's like people waiting around for instructions on what they need to do or whatever the case. All you got to do is look around and you will find purpose, man. This is a lot of work that needs to be done, with people in general. I mean, you like talking about the chakras and stuff, people are still locked down, man. People might have all the freedom financially, but they still might be locked up in that first chakra, man.
Locked up in
And
their mind.
Yeah. Straight jacket.
Locked
yeah,
up in your mind. The one thing that nobody can control but you, and you locked in your own mind. Think about that.
right.
Yeah.
No
They,
pun
the,
And
intended.
I
it's
mean, all these
so
different
good.
agendas in place to keep niggas incarcerated at that in that first chakra, man, in that lower chakra, so that they don't get up out of there and be really free. Cause
Yeah,
money ain't
because
freeing people out here, man.
you ain't kidding, man. I done seen it 1,000 times where I'm like, look, where I'm dealing with somebody in a situation and they work for somebody or what have you, and I'm like, look, they constantly got you doing this, this, and that, but you ain't paying attention to what's happening right in front of you because they got you jumping from one foot to the next. And in the meantime, you ain't watching the other hand. You know what I'm saying? They making these moves, whether they're bigging you up or they're tearing you down, all at the same time. They just filling you with garbage, but they making the big move. And you ain't paying
Yeah.
attention. You know what I'm saying? You ain't paying attention to what's going on right in front of you. And it's,
Yeah.
as you know, it's smoke and mirrors. And that's what these people were biting on, man. They biting on the sensationalism, and this is what it is. And it's like for instance, a good comparison for being in love with yourself and loving yourself. The difference is this: we could just put it into boxing, for instance. You say, here's this guy. He's undefeated. He beats bums up all day long. This guy's in love with himself. He's in love with the idea of what he is.
Right.
Then you take the person who's really taking chances and he's taking losses, or maybe he's just pulling out all the wins, but he can actually gauge himself by what he can do. And in order to grow, you need to know your weaknesses and strengths. You can work on your strengths all day, but if you ain't working on your weaknesses, you don't know you have any because you never tested yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why you may look strong in front of these people, but on a higher tier, you look weak.
Yep. That's real stuff. 1 2 kid. Hey, I appreciate y'all coming
Man,
on. Mine's eye too, man. Like I said, man, when you
respect, bro.
started dropping the chakra stuff, we just went to a whole nother level with this one. But I want to get y'all closing thoughts, man. On this black terrorist claiming to be, real niggas, and then what's y'all's perspective on being real? Is it have something to do with your geographical area? Got something to do with what color you are and how much money you got? What's y'all's perception on real? And then we're gonna shut it down.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do my closeout. Be transparent, you know, like treat the individuals outside yourself just like yourself. You know what I mean? It's the only way you can move forward in life, if you ask me. Like you can't end up in your family with family members that's talking about you left them behind or you ain't paid them no attention or things like that. Just take care of your peoples as much as you can. Like treat them with the utmost. You know what I mean? And that's real
Yeah.
respect.
Treat people the way you want to be treated. Be transparent. No doubt. 1 2 kid.
Well, I guess being real, like you said, there's different tiers, so everybody got different perspectives on that.
Mhm.
So I mean, mine myself is the realest thing you could do when you wake up and to when you go to bed and then you wake up again. First off, you just think whatever you believe in that you are right and you could breathe that morning,
Mhm.
and you can fix the wrongs that you made the day prior and grow. And basically, 1 second, guys. So like and don't wish even the worst on your own enemy. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? To wish death upon somebody, or to even to just hate on them and try to impose something to break them down, and to wish something on somebody, especially if you don't even really know them. I think that's the worst thing you can do as a human being, because that shows it just shows bad. It means you got some growing to do, and we all do. So I mean,
Yeah.
I could touch on this all day long, but at the same time, I don't think I want to, Black, because like I said, perspectives is different, and so you could be talking to the blind and they still can't see, and
Yeah.
it's just up to them to take what they want, and it's gonna be everything's up to everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's up to the individual what they're gonna take from something and what they consider it to be, whether it's your culture, your heritage, whatever it may be. So it doesn't really matter to me,
Yeah.
I
And I
as
feel
mean,
long
you
as
what you're saying,
everybody got
like,
an open mind.
and I feel you what you're saying because, some people try to force people awake and that shit don't work out. You could try to force somebody to you know, hear what you got to say or understand what you're saying. You ever try to wake somebody up out of their sleep and they ain't ready to wake up?
Oh
Shit.
yeah, and that's it's like pulling teeth.
Yeah,
and it,
it'd
and
be
it, and it,
rough,
it
man.
winds up hurting them more so, and bringing out the worst out of them and you. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes
Right.
it's just like you say what you got to say, and you say, "All right, take it or leave it." You know what I mean? I can show you the door, but you know what I'm saying. You got to walk through that shit. I ain't gonna push you through it. you
Yeah.
know, But I've seen a lot of people change though over the years. People that I think would never change, sincerely. And so when you see things like that, man, it gives you hope, and those are good things. That's just my
Yeah.
take on it, man.
Hey, I appreciate
All
everybody
facts, if
that
you ask me.
I appreciate
Respect.
everybody that watched this live stream today. Big salute to Mind's Eye, One Two Kid, and everybody that's gonna catch the playback. Y'all please leave a comment if you like today's if you like today's content, hit the like button and subscribe and hit that bell so you get all the notifications because we're gonna be putting up more content, doing more live streams. We got to have these channels like this, man, because it's not like us, us human beings all live in the same city. You know, we have something, a platform called YouTube on the internet, and this is the easiest way we can access millions of people. You know, even if only 100 people, gets the message, that means that those 100 people were meant to get that message at that particular time. You know, and so we got to use the resources we have to try to, wake people up, man. The ones that's willing to be woken up, and then taking the advice from Mind's Eye and One Two Kid. We gotta treat people the way they want to be treated. Not be in love with ourselves. Love ourselves, but don't fall in love with ourselves. Let's get to a point to where, of course, we're gonna, take care of ourselves. We're gonna look, protect ourselves and all of that. But why not have the same energy for the next person? You know, if we have it, let's try to take care of other people if we can. If you can't do it financially, how about get them some good advice, man? That can go a long way. Somebody can spend some money you give them, and that can be gone, and they can forget about that. But you might say something that might stick with them for the rest of their life. You know, so I mean, we got to get to that point where we got to get beyond uh, allowing ourselves to be, locked down at that lower chakra, where when somebody say something that might be out of the norm or something that you don't quite understand, we don't just attack it, out of just reacting out of this stuff because we don't agree with it, or our energy is kind of disrupted in that moment. Like we got to literally take our time and just process it and ask ourselves, like, does this really make sense? You know, and like Mind's Eye said, we got to be transparent. Let's be open to people more. Let's not let factors like color and uh, money and gender and whatever else to get in the way
Yeah.
of truth, man.
Yeah, we gotta mingle, learn how to mingle better. You know what I
You
mean?
know,
I
I
say
don't
we
think that whoever created this process and put human beings on the planet, I don't think the initial agenda was to make sure everybody would stay at war with each other for the history of all mankind.
right, right. Much
So
respect to you, black man. Um, that whole thing, like we need to learn how to mingle, and flow, and cause we tangle and we wretched. You know what I'm saying? Kind of, sort of. But I,
yeah,
I appreciate you, man. This was a powerful build, man. About to
there's
move
gonna be
this
more to
forward
come,
too.
man. I'm glad we back doing it. There's gonna be more to come. Like I said, spread the word, bro. We're gonna get it
Straight
back
up.
lit, man.
Okay, I'm gonna get off here, man. But I salute you forever, bro.
Thanks for coming on,
Everybody
Mind's
in the
Eye.
chat, y'all stay
Yes,
great,
sir.
and we'll meet back up.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Big salute once again to Mind's Eye for definitely join today. I look forward to seeing other people join. It's an open platform. The link will always be dropped if you want to chime in on the conversation. If you're not ready to jump on and speak, on these live streams, then that's okay. Leave a comment. We would love to hear from you though. Shout out to the women as well. We want to get a woman's perspective as well. Um, this is not going to just be a totally male dominated platform. This is a people platform. I go by the name of Black Horseman. Hopefully, you guys got something from this live stream today, and we're going to catch you guys on the next one. Much love. We out.